Hi guys, we love animals. So we came to the zoo, Sacramento Zoo.
Let's go to the zoo.
There are so many cool animals here. Let's see them all.
Sacramento Zoo opened in 1927 with only 40 animals. Later on, in 1960, the zoo was expanded to 14.3 acres and right now it's featuring over 500 animals. Despite the small size of the zoo, the care for animals is huge.
Ooh, there's an alligator here. I'm scared.
This is American alligator. He is dangerous.
Now let's see if you can find alligator here. I see him. He's right there hiding.
American alligator are the largest reptiles in the United States. They can grow to be more than 12 feet in length and weight as much as 1,000 pounds, with males being slightly larger than females. Animals' dark skin is armored with small bony scales called scutels. Alligators are carnivores. They eat fish, frogs, birds, and mammals. Also, they use their sharp teeth to capture prey, and their strong jaws are powerful enough to crack even turtle shell. And now we're gonna see some alligator training. As alligator does a great job, he's getting treats. All training is totally volunteerable and animals are not pushed to do any tricks. He can totally just swim in a different direction if he wishes to and just get his treats later on, but we see that he wants to participate. And he's quite amazing. Did you know that alligators have between 74 and 80 teeth in their mouths at a time? As the teeth wear down, they are replaced. An alligator can go through 3,000 teeth in a lifetime. Alligators have small sensory pits on their face that allow them to detect pressure changes in the water and to locate and capture prey. Although they have no vocal cords, alligators can actually roar. They do it by sucking air into their lungs and blowing it out. In addition, in roaring, alligators can growl, hiss, and make cough-like sound called chomp. Average lifespan of an alligator in the wild is 35 to 50 years. In conservation, it is longer. I love how the trainers throw the snacks to the alligator in the water so he can hunt a little bit for them like he does in a wild nature. In the United States, American alligators are likely to be spotted in the wild in Florida, Louisiana, where they live in rivers, lakes, ponds, and swamps. Those reptiles are kind of clumsy on land, but because they're built for life in the water. They're great swimmers and they feel very much insecure when they are on land.
Let's go. I will show you jaguars. Follow me.
Jaguars are one of only a few big cats that can roar, and that roar is scary.
Wow, he is so pretty.
Yes, he is pretty awesome. He has spots which are very unique, and each jaguar spot, like human fingerprints, is unique to each animal. This is a female jaguar. Her name is Sasha. She was born at Fort Worth, Texas Zoo in July 15, 2013, so she is 11 years old. Jaguar's lifespan in the wild is about 12 to 16 years. In the zoos, jaguars live typically a little bit over 20 years.
There's a jaguar behind my back. He is so cool. I like his spots.
Did you know that in the wild, jaguars spend most of their lifetime in the trees?
What a cool kitty! Meow, meow.
And this is a sloth. He is supposed to be slow, but he's so fast.
Yes, Nikita, you are right. Sloths are typically very slow-moving animals, but this specific sloth is very highly energetic. Her name is Maylene. She was born at Texas Zoo on July 27, 2019. She has a very unique, energetic personality. Look at her leaping from one branch to another. She is doing it so fast. And she's living here with couple monkeys. They are very good neighbors. Did you know that sloth can eat, sleep, mate, and give birth all while hanging upside down? That's pretty amazing. All their lifetime they are hanging upside down. This is a hawk-headed parrot. He is also known as red-fan parrot. He is pretty amazing. He has a unique set of elongated red feathers which are etched in blue on the back of his head, and that makes him specifically unique. Wow, he has an outgoing personality.
We came to see a little monkeys. They're so cute.
There are some squirrel monkeys. They are so fun and so tiny.
Yes, Nikita, those tiny monkeys are the cutest monkeys I've ever seen. They are called squirrel monkeys. The fact is they are one of the world's smallest primates. Even though they are very tiny, they are very, very energetic. They are constantly on the move, and they create kind of form of organized threat to any predator. Those monkeys have 36 teeth. Males have slightly larger jaws than females. They are very vocal, and they have about 25 to 30 different types of calls. It includes barking, purring, screams, peeps, and squawks. They are very social animals and live in large groups.
And now we're gonna learn about lions.
Is it from a kitty cat? A dog? How about a lion? Yeah, this is a lion's skull. It's a replica of a lion's skull. And he's got these long canine teeth, so he can grab whatever he's chasing, like a bunny rabbit or something bigger. And then he has these little teeth in the front will help. He'll kind of pull off the meat, and then he'll use the back ones to pull off big pieces of meat. But you know how you chew an apple? He can't chew. He can only tear off the meat and swallow it. He can't move his jaw side to side like this. Can you do that? Yeah, he can't do that, so he can't chew like we can. No. And
Wow,
then
that's
this
pretty amazing.
is a jawbone from a deer. So do you know what kind of food a deer likes to eat? Carrots? How about grass and leaves and stuff? So he doesn't need very big teeth. You can see, you can feel those. So he uses that to chew up and grind leaves and grass and stuff. What kind of food does a lion like to eat?
Meat, right?
Does he like meat? He's a carnivore, that's right. He likes to eat meat. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
These are
And then she's got a skull down here.
An entirely different kind of animal. Look at this long skull. See how long that is? And this tongue would go in there and stick out. Be very careful. Just touch gently. So this animal can stick out this long tongue to get ants.
Oh, wow.
Anteater skull. Would you like to eat ants for dinner? Would that be good? So he uses this very long tongue, and this tongue goes clear back from his throat all the way out here, and he reaches out and he grabs ants for dinner.
It looks like anteater?
Yeah, it's an anteater skull. So here would be the eyes back here.
what is this?
This the eyes would be in here. So this is an anteater skull. This is just part of the jawbone.
That is so cool.
Very gentle. We just touch with
This is a
just
skull
touch
from
with two
a
fingers.
replica of the skull from a lion.
Wow.
Long canine.
Lots of different kinds of animals with different kinds of jaws.
Wow.
I don't know if it was a jaguar. It was some kind of a cat at this dish. This was a water dish. Is it going to hold water now?
He's a carnivore.
No.
Be really careful. It's very sharp in there.
See how small?
So he used his teeth and his claws
He only eats
to
grass.
scratch and put these holes in this water dish.
You did?
I don't know. It wasn't this. It was some kind of a big cat.
Wow.
Maybe a jaguar. And so now he has a different kind of water dish. This wouldn't do any good, would it?
Meet the lion. This is Cleo. She is about 18 years old, and she is one of the oldest African lions being cared for in the zoos. She was born at Fort Worth, Texas Zoo on September 9, 2005. She raised 3 cubs, and she's enjoying her life right now.
Here. So we have I've been working with him on a few different behaviors. My name is Lauren. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. That way Evan can focus on Cleo. So all of these behaviors that you're going to see in front of you, whether Cleo wants to participate or not, are for her to participate in her own health care. So even if they seem like simple behaviors of asking her to lay down or to sit, it's actually a good way for us to see a lot of her body at different angles and whatnot. So So here, as she just opened her mouth, she will show off those curvy bites. We are working on duration, so it's like when you go to the dentist, right? They ask you to open your mouth, and you usually hold it for a while. Well, she doesn't quite understand how long we need her to hold that open, so we're just kind of working on that. And then eventually we'll get her used to having a flashlight shined in her mouth. So that's very, odd and weird. But there's a chance that we can take a look at her teeth where she doesn't have to be anesthetized, so she doesn't have to kind of go to sleep to have everything checked out. Still kind of for radiographs and ultrasounds and some of that stuff. We just don't have a great setup. And sometimes they don't always sit very well, as you can see. They're very not interested in sometimes lining up a certain way. So they still, our cats get exams roughly every year, 2 years, that they'll go actually down to our hospital, so our vet hospital, and they'll do kind of a whole workup. So it'll be blood, full body radiographs, ultrasounds. They'll look at their teeth and stuff like that. We've done teeth extractions here and whatnot. So it all depends. So other behaviors that you may see. Sometimes they startle themselves. So other behaviors you may see is her lining up, kind of laying against that mesh. What she's really good at is she'll actually press her hip against that mesh, so it's really great for hand injections. So we were talking earlier about her going down for exams down at the vet hospital, so we can actually hand inject her. That's less stressful for everybody involved. So it's kind of like us if you go in for surgery, right? They always want to get an IV story, so they're already just kind of giving you some fluids, and then they're like, okay, now you're going to take a nap for a while. Same thing, so we have to basically try to communicate that to her best we can. She doesn't speak English very well. We don't speak Lion very well. So you'll also hear, if you listen very carefully, there is a whistle sound every so often. So that's what we call a mechanical bridge. There's 7 to 8 people that work on our carnivore team. We tell them they're good all the time. Our voices are different, our inflections are different. So the whistle's just consistent. So that whistle just lets her know that she has done a great job and that snacks are coming.
Wow, she's pretty amazing.
Yes.
How old is she?
She is 18, which is pretty old for a lion. Their life expectancy within zoos is anywhere between their late teens, early 20s. So in the wild, it's going to be probably very early teens. So we had about 10 years onto their life.
Did she have any cubs?
She has had cubs. So she had one litter of 3 years and years and years ago. Well before I started, and I've been here 5 years. So all of this, they're pretty cool. All of this training is voluntary, so she chose not to participate. She could just walk away and go lay down somewhere else. It's kind of what she's been doing for our set days out here. She gets asked to go somewhere else, and she goes, I'll go lay down instead, and she'll just get those snacks later in the day. So, she does have lots of thoughts and feelings, so you'll hear lots of grumbling as her just vocalizing, just talking to us.
That's gorgeous. Dude, where did she come from?
If I remember correctly, she came from Fort Worth, Texas, when she was like 2 or 3. So she has, this is her home. This is where she has lived most of her life. So.
Oh my god!
She's beautiful. And she weighs about 300 pounds, so she is, for her, she's a little bit more in her chunky end of her weight range. So, the mister's just turned on. She's like, I'm trying to move out of the way. So basically the snacks that she has for today was her ground meat diet, which is actually just ground beef. It comes a little bit differently to us than it does to you in the stores. So it is made for zoological animals. It is all parts of the animal ground up in a 5-pound tube that comes to us. So that concludes our feeding and training with her for today. If you guys have any questions, I'll still be here for a few minutes. You can answer them.
Thank you.
while Cleo is pretty amazing.
Lion training is pretty awesome. And this is a Lion King.
And this is Slamson II. He is 3 years old and he recently joined Sacramento Zoo from Dallas, Texas. He is gorgeous. Him and Cleo right now are being separated, but they can smell each other behind the scenes. Right now, both lions are adjusting to each other, and hopefully we'll see them together sometime soon, within the same exhibit.
Do you recognize this lion? That's Mufasa from Lion King. He is Simba's dad.
Did you know that lions are actually very emotional animals and they can roar a lot in various ways, and each of those roar means something. Also, each lion has a unique personality which can affect their welfare. Lions are the largest cat in Africa and the second largest cat in the world after Siberian tigers. They are very social animals and they can live in groups up to 30 lions. Female lions, lionesses, are usually the primary hunters, while males usually guard the pride's territory and protect young cubs. Lions are big eaters. They can eat up to 80 pounds of meat in a single meal.
And here is a capybara. There are 2 of them, and they are eating.
Capybara is the largest rodent in the world. They look like a giant hamster. And now let's go and meet giraffes. Straight from African savanna to Sacramento Zoo, meet African giraffes. You can see there are 2 types of giraffes, one with darker spots. The other giraffe has a little bit lighter spots. There are actually 2 types of giraffes in the zoo. The one with lighter spots is reticulated giraffe, and the other one with the darker spots is Maasai giraffe. They are pretty amazing. Did you know that giraffes, even though they are often quiet, they are not completely silent? They actually make variety of grunts, coughs, whistles, and growl noises.
And this is how tall the newborn giraffe is. We are not there yet.
Now let's go to feed giraffe.
Here at the Sacramento Zoo, you can personally meet a giraffe and feed him.
Everybody follow me.
This. It's how long a giraffe's tongue is. How long do you think your arm is as long as a giraffe's tongue? Is it? Is your arm as long as a giraffe's tongue? Let's see. Hold your arm out. Hold your arm out. Oh, your arm is longer than a giraffe's tongue. How about you? Oh, your arm is as long as a giraffe's tongue. You have a giraffe tongue arm, and yours isn't quite as long yet.
He has a long tongue.
No, it's not. You're going to have to reach out really far for a sky. So a giraffe's tongue can be an inch for every height they are. The big sister, she's going to be 4 years old in September. She's the big sister to the baby in the yard. The baby in the yard is 16 months at the end of June. I still saw her nursing off a mom this morning.
An interesting fact is that a full-grown giraffe can eat 35 pounds of leaves in a day and drink up to 10 gallons of water at a time.
Little giraffe, he is eating. He's eating some snacks.
Yes, we can see him digging for food. It looks like enrichment toys where the food is hidden and he has to reach out to it like in wild nature.
What we put in there, we put in treats for them, so it's enrichment. So they have to play around the balls to get their treats out.
Oh, wow.
So that's what she's doing right there. So this is Glory. She's going to be 4 years old in September, and if you can see the two together, they're about the same size. She's going to be 26. She's going to be 4.
Oh,
The
wow.
side giraffes are the largest.
And she's
giraffes.
26?
Yes.
Wow.
You guys going to feed?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you some fresh leaves.
Everybody enjoyed feeding the giraffe, and I think Giraffe loved his treats. If you have kiddos, I would highly recommend this activity with the kiddos if you ever go down to Sacramento Zoo. They usually do giraffe feedings at 11 in the morning and 1 o'clock.
Oh, that's so cool.
We just fed Giraffe. He's pretty awesome. He has a long tongue. Giraffes are very tall and so cool. I love giraffes. Let's go see other animals.
and we just fed a giraffe, and we loved it. This is a giant tortoise. She's so slow and she's so big.
This is a desert tortoise. Desert tortoise is perfectly adapted to live in a harsh, dry habitat. To escape cold winters and hot summers, they dig burrows up to 30 feet long underneath the desert sand. Did you know that desert tortoise is the state reptile for state of California and Nevada? Also, did you know what is the difference between turtle and tortoise? Turtles live more towards water. They live in oceans and lakes, while tortoise live in deserts and on sand. They are land reptiles. Also, tortoises have tougher shells while turtles have lighter shells, which allows them to swim more freely in the water. Tortoises are veggie lovers, while turtles eat both plants and animals.
Look, I see some zebras here. They are gorgeous. I like zebras. They are walking and eating some leaves. So cute.
Meet the zebras. Each stripe of zebra is unique. The stripe pattern is unique to each animal, just like human fingerprints. They are pretty awesome. They actually belong to horse family, but they are not horses. They are very wild and they were never domesticated, even though there have been several attempts. None of those attempts were successful. They are very social animals and they like to live in large groups of zebras, and sometimes there are other animals involved. They are proven to be good neighbors with giraffes and emus. Did you know that zebras can sleep standing up by locking their knee joints? That is actually pretty cool. They are herbivores, which means that they eat plants, grass, but they also eat leaves, stems, and bark.
We came to see flamingos. There's so many of them. I like it.
Meet beautiful Caribbean flamingos. There are a lot of flamingos here at the zoo, and the exhibit is quite interactive. While some of them are walking, cleaning, it is actually a nest period, and we see some flamingos are nesting on their eggs, which are supposed to hatch sometime soon in late June. Caribbean flamingos are highly sociable birds. They are often found in large, noisy flocks. They feed by wading through the water, stretching their long necks down to eat. They use their webbed feet to stir up small animals residing in the mud below. And speaking about their diet, did you know that their pink color of feathers actually come from their diet? Flamingos are usually born white or light gray, and later on in their life they accumulate that pink color, usually by about 18 months of their age. Flamingos are good neighbors with white fast whistling duck. Duck makes whistling sound and communicate to the flamingo flock.
Yeah, they will start hatching sometime, probably the first group around June 27th.
Oh wow.
And they will keep going till probably mid-July right now, and they still could be laying eggs. I know this one here is still building her nest, or his nest, and doing it actually from the ground up.
That right there?
Yeah, the one that's in the water.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's
Yeah,
working on
I mean,
it. Oh,
she's
my
got a
goodness.
very late start,
Yeah.
but she's working on
She's
it.
like, wait a second.
I don't know how much mud is left in there, because the others have pretty well scooped it all up.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And one's trying to shake concrete, so it's going to make a heavy duty nest.
That's pretty amazing.
Flamingo exhibit here at the Sacramento Zoo is pretty amazing and very interactive.
I like flamingos. That's cute.
And this is emu. The emu is the second largest living bird in the world after the ostrich, with adult females actually being much larger and heavier than males. Emus belong to a group of flightless running birds. They cannot fly.
There are some kangaroos here. They just like this. Jump, jump, jump.
Meet red Australian kangaroos. Red kangaroos live in Australia deserts and open grassland, gathering in groups which are called mobs. Females have only one baby at a time that is only big as a marble at birth. Wow, that's pretty small. The infant immediately climbs into the mother's pouch where it stays for 2 months. Male kangaroos are very powerfully built. They usually use their tail as the third leg, and they like to kick with their front legs when defending themselves. Red kangaroos are the largest species of marsupial, and they can reach a hopping speed of 35 miles per hour. They barely walk, they hop most of the time.
And that's a rhinoceros. He's so big. Look, he is eating.
Meet Gregory. He was born at Knoxville, Tennessee Zoo on November 26, 1995. He is a southern white rhino. He enjoys spending time with his keepers. He likes to participate in various training sessions Also, he likes to nap and roll in the mud. He is so big. Did you know that white rhinos have a square flat upper lip, which is best for them to grab the grass off the floor? They are a little bit different than the black rhinos. Black rhinos have pointed or hooked upper lip for browsing on trees and shrubs. White rhinos, they live more towards land, towards picking up their food from the floor. Also, white rhinos are being called eating machines because they spend half of their time eating, and they eat up to 120 pounds of grass per day. And by the way, the other half of their life they spend sleeping or rolling in the mud. What a good life! And we're off to see some lemurs.
We came to see lemurs. There are two of them. They are sisters.
Yes, there are two lemurs and they are both sisters. They are mongoose lemurs. Like all lemurs, they live on the island of Madagascar. They are pretty amazing, and what we see them doing right now is they're digging the food. This is called like enrichment toys. This ball has food inside, and like in wild nature, they have to hunt for food. They have to dig it out of somewhere. Right now we see her digging the food out of the ball. Did you know that lemurs are important pollinators? Their diet actually includes nectar. Also, most lemurs are very active during the day, and at night they can be either active or can sleep. Kinda at night their behavior varies. We were lucky enough to see lemurs very active and eating right now during the day. Even in this heat, they seem to do pretty well.
And now let's go to see orangutan feeding. They are so cool. They're so big. I like the orange color.
Meet orangutans. There are two of them here right now. Normally there are three, but one of them is hiding, and we were lucky enough to explore behavior of two of them. One of them is named Chili. He was born at York's National Primate Research Center in Georgia on January 22, 1972. Wow, he is pretty old. For orangutan, Chile is observant and he wants to know where the keepers are and where are all other orangutans at all times. So this is Chile. He is the one who was carrying a blanket. This guy right there is Inda. Inda was born at Memphis Zoo, Tennessee. It's a girl. She was born on January 25th, 2004. So she is just 20 years old, which is pretty middle age for the orangutan. She is very sweet, very fun-loving. She enjoys playing with other orangutans and she likes to interact with caregivers. Wow, her face is so smart. Look at her. Those specific orangutans are Sumatran orangutan and they are critically endangered. There are not that many left of them. The funny fact is that each night the orangutan will use branches and leaves to build a new nest in which he likes to sleep. They are very intelligent animals. Their DNA is 97% repeats DNA of a human, making them the closest relative to the humankind. They are, by fact, the largest tree-dwelling mammals on Earth. They have long, narrow hands and feet with hooked-shaped tips that are well suited for grasping branches and swinging from tree to tree, like this guy is doing right now. Their diet consists of fruit, veggies, nuts, and leaves, and we see them eating here some lettuce, which they like to enjoy. Those boxes have food in them. It's like enrichment toys, and sometimes they have to work really hard to dig the food out of there, like in wild nature. Sometimes they have to work hard to get the food for themselves. So it's kind of simulation of a wild nature experience for the orangutans. And now they're all fat, and like that guy came with a blanket, he's taking his blanket and they're going to go to the cave to sleep. Well, thanks for interacting with us. We had fun to observe your behavior. And this is a white-handed gibbon. He is also endangered. The funny fact is that gibbons are not monkeys, they are actually apes. Unlike monkeys, apes don't have tails, so that's the difference. And now we're gonna go to see some other lemurs. This is a ring-tailed lemur. There are a couple of them and we were lucky to see them very active. Wow, they're gorgeous! Just look at that guy climbing down the mesh.
And those are different lemurs.
Yes, those are different kind lemurs. Those are ring-tailed ones. But they also live in Madagascar. Ring-tailed lemurs spend about 40% of their life on the ground. And when they have to travel through the home range, they keep their tails raised, just like cats. Fun fact is that ring-tailed lemurs are one of the most vocal primates. They have several different alarm calls to alert members of their group for potential danger. And they're very social animals and they like to live in groups of several lemurs as a group.
I like those lemurs. Now let's go and find panda. Where is panda? I really wanna see my red panda.
Look up those bright parrots. That's so cute.
Well, it's not quite a panda yet, but we found some thick-billed parrots. They are really pretty. They're very vocal and they have really thick bills, so that's why they're called thick-billed parrots. They are the only living parrot species in the United States, which are native to this country.
We like those little parrots. They're so cute. There are 12 of them.
I see them there. Two parrots are sleeping
In that same cute song.
Let's go and see Okapi.
Let's go. Okapi is there.
On our way to see Okapi, we found this ground hornbill. This bird is beautiful. Look at him. He looks pretty unique. He has really long bill. He looks actually a lot like a toucan, but he's not colorful like a toucan. His primary color is black. Males have a little bit blue on their neck, so we can see that this is a male. Females usually plain black color.
Follow me, everyone.
Wow, what a cool animal. She looks a lot like zebra or giraffe. Something in between. So cool.
We like Okapi. What a cool animal.
Her name is Forrest. She was born at Denver Zoo, Colorado on December 4th, 2017. She is very brave, curious, very outgoing, and adventurous. Okapis are the only living relatives to giraffe. They have very large upright ears and they have excellent hearing. They can hear sounds far away.
Hey, you over there. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
Okapis were discovered in the dense rainforest in Central Africa. Look, they look a lot like giraffes. And they have horns, little horns on their heads too, just like giraffes.
Okapis are very unique.
They are very unique. They look a lot like zebra too, due to their stripes on their back legs and front legs. And now we're gonna go to find panda.
And we finally find panda, but it's sleeping. It's a red panda.
You can see it's sticking out its paws out of the house, and we can see, oh, it's moving its head. But we waited for a while. Panda did not wake up, it just went back to sleep, and it's actually a normal behavior for pandas. They sleep most of the time.
This is bamboo. Panda is bamboo.
Wow, what a cool birdie. Hi birdie, you're so cute. Are you gonna eat my finger? Don't eat my finger.
This is the Himalayan monal pheasant. They are very social birds, and they communicate using both physical displays and vocalization. You can tell it's communicating to us right now.
I'm gonna give you my finger, but don't eat it.
Sacramento Zoo has two wonderful cheetahs.
There are two cheetahs over there. They are sleeping.
There are two boys, Zigzag and Rowdy. They're both boys, they're brothers. They were born on August 15th, 2017. They're both very big adventurers, and they're known for purring when together. We can see one of the cheetahs are being fed right now, while the other brother is just enjoying his nap. And you can tell two brothers apart by their tails. Rowdy has white tip on the end of his tail, while his brother Zigzag does not. They are both gorgeous.
And those are different cat pals, from big to small.
Meet the river otter. Due to the hot weather, most of them are hiding or swimming, and this guy is just enjoying the sunshine. Meet meerkats. Meerkats are carnivores that are part of the mongoose family. They are very social and they love living in large groups.
And those are meerkats. We like meerkats.
The funny fact is that meerkat uses its tail to balance when standing upright. They often stand up in the morning to absorb the heat of their bellies after a cool night.
If this is a pond with goldfishes. There's so many fishes and coins here.
This is kind of a chill area of the park. It has a couple benches and a nice pond with ducks and goldfishes, gold koi. So if you want to take a rest while at the zoo and get away from the heat, this is the place to go.
Now let's go and see some reptiles.
Just on the right side of the entrance to the Sacramento Zoo, there is a reptile house where you can see pretty cool snakes.
I see a snake over there.
There are some pretty cool frogs. And we also saw some turtles.
I see turtles there. There are 2 of them. They're so colorful.
That's another alligator, but he is not that big as the other one which we saw in the pond.
Look at this big iguana. It's cute.
Yes, that's a very big iguana. It's called a rhinoceros iguana.
Mommy, I saw a snake. And now we are done seeing animals and we're gonna go to the playground. It will have fun.
And our zoo tour is coming to an end. Our family highly recommends you visiting it if you are in Sacramento area. It's a pretty small zoo, doable in one day, but they have big heart and big love and care for animals, and that's what we like the most about this zoo. Each animal has a name, and there is a little card attached to the exhibit with the name of the animal, what it likes, its behavior. It's very cute and it's unique, so thumbs up, we highly recommend it.
Did you guys like our video? Hit like and subscribe for more. See you guys real soon. Bye bye.